Well, here we are back in Guaymas, Mexico in the boatyard where we keep Liahona during the summer. It's time to get aboard and see how she looks.
So we're back on the boat for our third season and still on the hard, so we're looking at what's it like, and it's not so bad. There is some things, our panels that we stuck up at the beginning of last year, the Velcro just really didn't work, so we'll have to put it up like it originally was, and that's kind of screwed in. Other than that, it was in pretty good shape. There's still some work and projects that need to be completed. We have a through hull that we're doing a new speed transducer. We brought one back with us from the States so that we could get the one that we needed that was like the last one. And I have a lot of cleaning, and I'm just going to show you around because it is dusty. And the very first thing that we have to do is clean the boat so we can bring all the stuff that we brought with us, so that we took back down last year. We can put that back on, and the trick, because we're still on, I think last year we had it in the water within a few days, so this year it's going to take a little longer with our project. So yeah, and dust.
Well, it is a beautiful day for day number one in the boatyard. I think what I'll do is just take a quick walk around the boat and look at some of the work that's been done by Pepe and his crew. They've been spending all summer getting all the paint off and putting on new barrier coat. Now it looks like they're just finishing up maybe the last coat of paint, and boy, she looks really beautiful. Besides the bottom paint, we also have a few other projects that will need to be done while the boat is on dry land or on the hard, and those things will have to be done before we put her in the water. The rest of the laundry list of items can probably wait until we get in the water. Well, one of the first things we decided to do is unload the car. We brought a lot of stuff with us, and we need some of those items anyway to do the projects. So, because it's so hot out and the ladder is tall, I really wasn't thrilled about carrying these things up the ladder. It's dangerous and it's hard. So, decided to use our engine hoist, which is a 6-to-1 purchase, making lifting these items so much easier. I just had to get them up on a little ladder first because the hoist wasn't quite long enough to reach the ground. Then Sheila was able to easily pull them up onto the boat and get them over the railing.
So,
well, here we are at the marina. Looks like it's under new ownership and looks like they're cleaning it up and getting things ready to open. Looks like they're gonna have a little restaurant in here. And yeah, it's nice to be back here at the water, even though we're not on the water yet. But we will be soon. We have a few things to do on the boat this weekend, and then we'll get it ready. Hopefully next week we'll get it in the water and start getting it ready to head south.
So, what is the plan today?
The plan is to take another bite out of this big meal that is our boat. So we need to maybe do some more cleaning up. I have to put in a toilet. Don't know if that'll happen today. Maybe get the dinghy off the top of the boat, lowered down into the boatyard. Not sure, but one step at a time for sure. We got a lot of things to do.
One bite at a time.
Yep, one bite at a time. That's how it goes. Yep.
All right, so we're emptying the lazarette so we can get to the stuff that we need to repair or to inflate our dinghy so we can make any repairs. Yeah.
But first I have to clean up a few things that are on the deck, like the dock lines that were left on from last season. So we have a deck box that we store those in. They just need to be folded up and put inside. So, part of getting the boat ready for sailing after sitting in the boatyard all summer is taking everything out of the place where stuff was stored and finding where it belongs on the deck. We have to put everything back where it belongs so that it's organized and we're ready to go back in the water.
All right, so we're going to use that to take, you don't want an electric one?
Of course I'd like an electric one. I don't have one to do this fitting.
Oh, we've tried the paddleboard electric pump.
Do you have a paddleboard one that does this fitting right here?
I can look. I'll go down. Oh, I can't get to it. It's buried under all the cushions in the back.
Okay, let's put this back here. The big storage area on the boat is in the lazarette. It's kind of a storage garage for most of the items that we keep over the summer and many of the items that we keep down there while we're sailing. So it's quite deep and quite long, and it is not the funnest thing in the world to climb into to pull stuff out, but that's part of getting the boat ready. So as you can see, there's a big, tall, ugly thing hanging there on deck. No, it's not me. It's our dinghy Patches, and I have to figure out a way to get it down into the boatyard because we're replacing her with a new dinghy this year. So I'm just going to attach it to this halyard that runs up to the top of the mast, try and get it over the lifelines and down onto the ground.
So you need me to get on the other side of it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
now that she's safely on the ground, I can get that foot pump out and put some air in her and work on looking for holes that need patching. You may be wondering, why in the world would we spend so much time trying to fix up this dinghy when we brought a new one with us to Mexico this year? Well, in Mexico, there's not really a good outlet for dinghies. They're hard to come by, and so people tend to make them work as long as they can. So we're gonna, I think, be able to find a new home for this one pretty easily. I just have to pump it up.
Oh my gosh, so much to get done. And Dialer's down speaking with Pepe about just some of the work we had done this summer with the bottom paint. We had the whole bottom sanded down to the gel coat and re-epoxied, and then a new bottom paint applied. Some of the areas just above where the bottom paint was done had a little bit of gel, or the bottom paint kind of was over the gel coat, and we'd like to have that, make sure that all of that is removed.
Well, it's been a long, hot day, and I feel like we accomplished a lot. We were able to unload the car and get a lot of work done organizing on the boat. And so now it's time to take a little break at the condo we're staying at, go for a swim in the pool, and cool off a bit.